Hello everyone, I'm Tress Tarot. Welcome back to my video. This video is going to be random channel messages again because you guys seem to really enjoy the last one that I did. So yeah, random channel messages. These are the pals right here. So make sure you choose whichever one is calling out to you. I'm not going to be doing the numbers like the 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to pick whichever one I'm called to read first. So when you go down to the description box, you'll see the emojis behind it. Beside it, it'll either be the heart, the check mark, or the star. So whichever one is calling out to you, you can pause the video and do whatever you need to do to figure it out. And once you got your pal, just go down to the description box and the comments to the timestamps. And I'll see you guys at your reading. Hello, everyone. So this is for those of you who chose the heart. And before I get into the cards, like before I started this video, I kept getting distracted. Like it was so much going on to where I couldn't even start the video. So I guess that ties into you guys. I don't know if something's going to happen to where you guys have to like quiet out the noise to finally achieve something. But I was also getting like, I don't know, you're going to get like a responsibility or a job that's not going to be like necessarily fun. It's not going to be the funnest and the most joyful, but it's going to be extremely lucrative in the long run. Like it's going to start off a little rough and then it's going to smooth out and become the best thing you ever done, had, or whatever. So don't be afraid of like new journeys, new endeavors, new jobs, or whatever. Yeah, I was literally about to shut this whole situation down and just go to bed because it was like sirens going for like 2 minutes, but I still got to power through. And I guess that's what you guys, when it comes to work, your content, or whatever you're creating, or whatever project you have coming up, or if you're looking for something new, don't get discouraged because, there may be a few obstacles, or like I said, it might not be the funnest, or it might not resonate with you as far as like, what's comfortable or whatever. But just get through it. Just get through it. Just because something may seem hard is not like it's not necessarily a sign that it's not meant for you. But you also just have to work on your intuition. So yeah, but we're gonna get into the card. That was weird. Like I was literally about to close this whole thing. So you guys just stay focused, stay like, I don't know if you started this thing yet. This might not resonate with everybody, but I don't know if you started a new job or started like something new that you're about to do. And it's like you might get discouraged, but no, just keep going. Even if it's boring, just keep going. So, we have intuition. So your intuition is going to be brightening up, unless it's already that way. Some of y'all probably already feel, especially with the heart right here. That's like the heart chakra. So you probably felt that your intuition probably sharpened lately if you went through like something crazy. Also, if you went through like a scare, either a health scare or like just a situation happened and it kind of threw you off a little bit, that was like an initiation to your new spiritual upgrade. All right, if you had like a setback, if something crazy happened to you that never really happened before, and you're still dealing with it and processing it, it's like an initiation. So you're gonna be good. So pal, we have share your gifts. So some of y'all, you're gonna be, is that fireworks? Some of y'all, you're gonna be making money soon off of your gifts. And we got fireworks going. You see what I mean? All these distractions. But I guess that could be like a confirmation for you guys. We got somebody reading tarot cards in here. So some of y'all might want to start divination. And then we also have a tarot stand right here. Louisiana could be significant to some people. I'm actually from there. I don't live there now, but I'm from there. Also, I'm getting it's time for you guys to get into community, especially with the heart chakra. It's time for like connection. And it's not necessarily making friends, but I got a feeling that whatever you're going through, whatever your testimony is, whatever your gift is going to save a lot of people, and it can save a lot of people. So you do have to like work on getting yourself out there and being a vessel for God, your angels, ancestors, or whoever, because that's usually how, the higher power proves itself to others. Like, of course, like those miracles that they had back in the Bible days, it don't necessarily happen that vividly anymore. But miracles still do happen as long as people are obeying spirit. So when you start obeying your spirit guides, obeying God, you're gonna help a lot of people, and in return, that's gonna bring a lot of blessings and resources towards you. It's like a give and take. It's a transaction. The more you work for God, the more He'll work for you. And it says share your gifts, and that's the number 8. 8 is an infinity symbol. So you have infinite gifts, and the more you share your gifts, the more you're gonna open gifts. You're gonna open more things. Like when you go down a path, God doesn't like give you all of your weapons and your He doesn't fill your arsenal just yet. It's like the more you learn, then the more you can be trusted with certain gifts and certain, like, I'm hearing the word sight, but I don't, you're gonna be able to see some things. So don't be scared of that. And also, I feel like nature is going to be your best, like, bet. You have to get into nature. We have a spiritual awakening. So either you just going through one, or you might be going through one. We have a heart in the middle right here again. So your heart chakra is dead. Oh, this is the heart as well. Your heart chakra is opening. Even if you had like problems with the heart, like it's gonna go. It's something about an initiation. Y'all are really powerful. Also, you have to trust in God and the universe that things will turn out okay, even if it don't look that way. And I feel like that's where people get caught up. That's why they mess up when it comes to manifestation and achieving things. You start looking at your environment and looking at the material world and not noticing that things happen in the spiritual realm first before it comes down here. So as long as you know that your spirit is upkept and spiritually everything is aligned, it's going to come down here to the 3D eventually. I figured out like that's the way that I've manifested. It's just believing. You have to like do the work and then leave it alone. Don't think about it. Just go on about your day. Once you send out a prayer, a petition, or whatever, just leave it alone. I don't know if some of y'all trying to get into spell work, candle magic, it will help you. But after you do the work, leave it alone. After you pray to God, talk to Him, leave it alone. Don't worry. That's the magic. That's the key step that everybody miss. Is the not worrying about it and the stressing about it. We have self-care. So when you do self-care, a lot of times that will strengthen your talent or whatever. I don't know what it is you're trying to do. But alignment is like the key word I'm getting here because we got all the chakras again. So I don't know if some of y'all need to get into studying chakra, like get on TikTok and start listening to people as they talk about the heart chakra, the root chakra or whatever. Also something about the Kundalini energy. I don't know much about that. I heard about it, but I don't know much about that. Some of y'all probably need to get into that. It's all about just like informing yourself and becoming knowledgeable on the things. It's one thing to hear people talking about something or hear it like on a roundabout, but once you actually start to study it and apply things to your life, that's when you'll actually see the magic and whatever. I keep seeing like somebody scrolling on TikTok. TikTok can be, I don't be on TikTok like that. Actually, I don't never really be on TikTok. But I believe it's informational. Like if you pick a topic and just scroll, like you'll learn some stuff. You guys are ending a cycle as well. You guys are gonna be very powerful. You already are, but like I said, I feel like some of y'all just got initiated to something. Even if you've been doing like spiritual work for a long time, I feel like you just got initiated to a new way of thinking or being. Try another deck. Everyone chose the heart. Also, it's the small things It's the small things that's going to get the results that you're trying to aim for. What do I mean by that? Like, for some of you, maybe not everybody, but for some of you, it's like you feel like you've done everything already. Like, what's left else to do? I've been taking care of myself, taking care of my spiritual knowledge or whatever. But it's those small things, like drinking water more than soda, eating the right things. Especially grease. Stop eating fried foods for some of y'all. I don't know why I'm seeing it like it hardening up in your body and blocking your intuition or your third eye or whatever. But it's the small things, even those little small bad habits. Once you give that up, you will see magic. It's almost like God, the universe, or whatever. It's like if you could get this one last thing checked off, we'll open up the floodgates. You gotta go with the flow. Embrace your inner gypsy. For people who chose the hearts. We have upskill. All right, so it's time for you guys. Some of y'all probably need to be teaching as well. Like I said, if you got a testimony or whatever, or something just recently worked out for you and you don't know how it happened, some of y'all need to tell that. You need to tell your testimony so people can also know how good God is or how good spirit, angels, or ancestors, so they can know that they're protected. Because honestly, in this day and age, that's all we really got. We have to like tell people what happened for us. Because honestly, for me, I wouldn't have gotten into most of my manifestation if I didn't hear like other people reviews and whatever. So if you experience miracles, make sure you're telling it. That's the quickest way to get blessed. Let me get some more. Also, show more compassion to people. Yeah, I know humans are crazy or whatever, but you have to show compassion for God's people. Yes, they're annoying, but so you need to learn to forgive and give people second chances. I mean, of course, don't be stupid, but like, don't hold grudges too much. Because think, what if God, your ancestors, or guardian angels, what if they, turned their back on you? Not turned their back, but like do what you do to other people. Where it's like you do the same thing, like maybe more than once, and then it's like they refuse to help you or give you something because last time you messed up. But this time is not last time. So maybe like if there are certain people who are begging for your attention or begging to get back in your life or whatever, just analyze the situation, see have they changed. If they change, then give it a shot. Some people can change. We even have 3 friends right here. All right, so if it's somebody in your circle who displays some weird behavior, like I said, and then this is 2, 3, 4. This is 23 and 20, 23 and 45, but it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So confidence that comes with time and practice. Like I said, it's an initiation. Some of y'all, you're gonna learn by and by. Even me telling this message might be kind of redundant because I feel like your spirit guides or whoever watch over you, they're gonna make sure you're good and make sure you have all the tools before you walk into like the deep end. Here we go. We got voyage. So yeah, you're gonna be led the right way. But I guess the message is just remember to be like as peaceful as possible. Especially with the heart chakra, it's gonna be your responsibility to like keep the conversation or the situation smooth, keep it at bay. I didn't even bring my tarot. I got the small tarot, but I really want to. Something is telling me to. Oh, it's right there. Something is telling me to get tarot. I want to do the small one. Oh my God, I cannot make up my mind. Two, three. Look what came out. And this came out and gave a total different message because this has the 10 of wands. So some of y'all, you might even be letting people who don't need to stay in your life stay in your life. It's all about intuition. With the King of Cups is he's very intuitive. That represents like the water signs. So I feel like a lot of y'all, you're going to be tested soon. So don't be scared of the initiation. I feel like your spirit team, they're going to put you in this situation where it's like you're figuring it out, but you're figuring it out for yourself, but they got you as well. So it's like, don't feel scared once you're like praying and you don't hear anything, or you're praying and you don't see anything changing. It's going to happen. I don't know what you guys are going through or what you're trying to embark on. Get two more. We have the Devil and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like if you just sit back and wait, that's going to be your detriment. Even when you don't feel the most confident, you have to move and act on God, act on spirit. I keep getting that God and spirit, your ancestors, they want to use you. That's why they want to open up your heart. That's why they keep giving these hearts so you can receive. Now I'm getting some of y'all, you just received a new heart. That's why I was getting a message. Don't let things from the past cloud your judgment or cloud how you're going to maneuver from here on out. And even in this Devil card, he has two people at the side of him. One of his hands is pointing up and one is pointing down. Of course, like, this is the Devil, but I'm looking at it as like knowing which friend to keep and knowing which friend to turn down. I don't know why I'm getting that friend situation again. But you will get it. I'm going to do these last cards and then we're going to move on to pile number 2. I hate when it happens. Sometimes they make me just want to like put the whole deck down and grab another one. I have to get one more though. There we go. Okay, I guess that's like a tip. This message is kind of like, because now it's saying like, don't force spirit, especially when you get into that mode. Because it's like 2 cards came out, but then like as I was forcing that 3rd card, you see the deck splattered everywhere, and then what came out next was danger. So it's like, make sure you're obeying God, make sure you're obeying spirit, stay out of like drama or watch who you talk to. Not everybody is on the right side or on the light side of, history or spirituality or whatever. Because even with this checkerboard right here, don't the checkerboard mean something like in those rituals and secret societies or something? So just watch out. Because, of course, if your heart chakra is going to be open, sometimes any and everything going to try to penetrate or come through. So just use your intuition. Like I said, you got a new heart, you got a new gift for some of y'all. And just work on obeying. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So yeah, that message was a little foggy a little bit, but sometimes those be the ones that resonate the most. So if that resonates, just like, share, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hello everyone. This is for those of you who chose the star. And again, before I get into the cards, I'm just gonna try to see if I'm getting anything from on top of the head. But what I was initially getting when I first put this up here with the star, I saw like an image in my head when Beyonce was just on this last tour, and she was backstage and she was taking a picture with a former Destiny's Child co-star, what's her name? LaToya Luckett. She was taking a picture with her kids, and like when she got down on her knee, like it revealed that she had like a bad knee or whatever. She was like moaning or whatever. So some of y'all, you have to come up with a ritual to preserve and take care of your body. You might not even notice like the wear and tear that you're putting on. I don't know what you do for a living or what do you do in your everyday life, but some of y'all, you're probably not, I'm not gonna say you're not getting enough sleep or whatever, but it's like you're not recognizing the stress that you put on your body with your like daily task, or even with like your daily thoughts, because thoughts could like give off stress signals and chemicals as well that can affect you as if you're doing like a strenuous activity. But like when you come home, you have to find something else to do besides just take a shower, get into bed. Like massage your feet, soak your feet in the foot tub, get one of those massage guns or something, because it's like, I don't know, certain energy, certain traumas or whatever, it can hide in certain spots. Some of y'all, you probably need to stretch as well and get the blood flowing and get some of that trauma out. Like sometimes you might even feel like, I don't know if this makes sense, but certain days you can feel like the day before, but that's because you still got like some of that stress and trauma in your body that you haven't that you haven't stretched and worked out or massaged out. That's very specific. I hope that resonates. So yeah, also there's gonna be like an opportunity for you where you're gonna be working a lot. It'll be fun, it'll be okay. But it's like you have to be smart about when it's time for work and when it's time for rest. Rest and rejuvenation. You need to find a way to plan your own season and your off season. When it's time to work, when it's time to hibernate. Yeah, because that's what I'm giving to some of y'all, to work. Even if you ain't got a job, like even when you at home, you just always working, always cleaning, always. I mean, cleanliness is good, but when it's time to go to bed, go to bed. Let me get some tarot for the sun. I mean, well, we have the star and the moon. We'll figure out how that's significant in some way. I feel like some of y'all, you have to realize who you are. For some of y'all, you could very well be a star seed, like with the moon and. So don't let people like talk down on you, or even when people try to get in your business. I mean, that's that's the responsibility of a star. People are going to always be in your business. When you think about famous people, they're always in the blogs, always have paparazzi. So don't get discouraged when people are like spying on you, or you feel like there's monitoring spirits around. Because I know in traditional tarot, this entity up here is supposed to be like an angel or whatever, but I'm seeing it as like some sort of entity, especially since it's red, and somebody could be like somebody could be spying on like your relationships, spying on like your failures, trying to. I don't know why I'm getting. You're gonna find out who this is soon. If like somebody is monitoring you or spying on you, you're gonna find out exactly who it is. They're gonna slip up, especially with this moon right here. I just heard like both of my phones are on airplane mode. I just heard like a text message ring. Somebody gonna probably end up accidentally texting you, or you gonna see an accidental text. Something's gonna be revealed to you soon. But yeah, don't get discouraged when people are gossiping about you, always looking on your social media, always trying to give their 2 cents on what's going on with your life and how you should. It's because you're a star, even if you're not like famous or whatever. Star energy is born. You can't just become a star. That's something you're born to do or born with. And no matter how much you isolate, no matter how much you don't talk to people or whatever, people are still going to be in your business. And you know that that's happened to you before. There's been times where you cut off everybody and didn't speak to nobody, and still your name is still in people's mouths. But that's because you're meant to be great. And also, nothing has not passed you up yet. We are in a crazy time right now. And I feel like sooner or later, everybody's blessings are going to open up. So don't be discouraged about that. Your dream is going to come true. But you have to work at it. And don't get discouraged. And realize that naysayers and trolls, people being nosy, that's just, girl, I mean, that's part of the journey. There's not too many paths that lead to stardom that don't involve like people being in your business. For some of y'all, it might be worse coming up. A lot of people going to be in your business, like 2026. People are going like, you know how in those movies with investigators and they be like in the back room and they have everybody pictures posted on the wall and they're like drawing the line, trying to connect the dots, who's in cahoots or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like people are actually trying to see what's going on, even if you don't display it. People are like breaking their necks and back trying to see what's going on with you. No matter how secretive you are. For the star. For the star. Star. What is this upside down? Okay. For the star. Uh-oh. Let me gather my thoughts. So when I first saw these two, I was getting like return to sender, like somebody maybe trying to send something your way or hoping something fall for you. But then when I saw deception right here, well, the card says deception, but I'm really just going by this image. It looks like he's being controlled. So with these strings right here, so I feel like as long as you stay connected with God with the strings, He'll like, I guess, give you the right things to do, the right things to say. You don't even have to do like this return to sender that I was going to initially say. For some of y'all, even when you just live right, even when you just stay connected to your spirit, your angels, your guides, just simply doing that could deter any magic or any negative energy sent your way. Like he'll put it to a way where you don't even notice anything. Like you just think life is gumdrops and confetti. Yeah, now is not the time to be petty. I keep getting that business thing. People gonna be in your business. They're gonna be wishing you don't achieve the things that you get. But when have they not done that? You probably been dealing with that your whole life. The heat might turn up because of whatever 2023. I mean, why I say 2023? What happened in 2023? Let me know. But whatever 2026 may bring. For the star. Oh, okay. For some of y'all, I mean, what I'm about to say, it can't be too crazy, especially if you're watching a tarot video. Because I know a lot of people, they hear spells and rituals or whatever, and they immediately get like this attitude towards it because of the connotation that it has these days. But some of y'all, you're going to be able to achieve, not only be able to achieve, some of y'all, the only way you're going to be able to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve is through magic, because you are meant to be a magician. I think I mentioned something earlier about whatever passed you up is not, I don't even know what I said something about passing you up. But I feel like the way you can achieve this is through magic. You are a musician. They've got 25-hour power or whatever. I'm looking at this as like, because I'm here 24 hours, it could be like 25 hours. That's not even a thing. So it could be, timing could just be like a construct when it comes to you. You're going to get this in the next 25 hours. No one says that, but 25 hours is somewhere in the future. So it's like, don't worry about timing, because I know that don't even make sense. But it makes sense in my head, but I don't think I articulated that well. But don't worry about timing when it comes to something. Worry about the magic. So get your faith up. Get your work and your rituals up. That's how you're going to achieve it. I promise you. Some of y'all, you probably need to get a journal. Me personally, when I write out my manifestations and stuff, I do it on a brown paper bag. When I write on a brown paper bag, when I tell you that stuff be coming so fast, 3333, as I look at the clock, it be coming so fast. And yes, I do candles and whatever, but yeah, in order for you to achieve this stardom, get on magic. And if you don't believe in that, then I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, you're watching the tarot video. Let me get another deck. Especially, let me get the ancestor deck. I feel like some of y'all probably need to hear something from your angels and ancestors. So let's see with this. For the star power. Why do I keep forgetting which one? I'm looking at it in the camera. Why do I keep forgetting? I don't know if that ties in, especially with all the monitoring spirits that I mentioned. But like I said, if you got somebody out there that have it out for you, just merely living right, living right, eating right, doing right. You ain't even got to worry about it. Enjoy the new beginnings. Okay. For Star Child. I don't know if y'all heard that, but a card that I just looked at, it said enjoy the new beginnings. So your ancestors want to tell you enjoy the new beginnings that's coming. We have go after your goals. Go after you are protected as well. What those words at the bottom say? Persist, encourage, and advance. And look at all these people back here. You're covered and protected. These are your ancestors and your guides, and God and Jesus and whoever you believe in. So go after your goals. You got this. Some of y'all are meant to be those, because I mentioned Beyonce earlier. Some of y'all, of course you ain't, I'm not saying you're going to be as famous as Beyonce, but some of y'all, you're probably meant to be on a platform of some sort. And if you scared about people being in your business, I don't know if you need to go to therapy. People are going to be in your business. There's something you're not going to be able to get over. There's not something that, it's going to happen. Unless you do magic or something, put them in a freezer. Y'all heard of them freezers? Y'all probably think I'm like a witch or something. Y'all, I don't dabble in that all the time. I'm just a manifestation person. I don't do nothing to nobody. Just straight manifestation. That's all the magic I do. I manifest and I draw in. That's it. And some of y'all need to do it too. We got to connect with water. Some of y'all might be air or water. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Or Leo. I see a lion right here. Which, by the way, I love dating Leos. I don't date that much because I don't like people. But whenever I come across Leos, Leos seem to be pretty fun. That was really random. I don't know where they came from. And actually, my longest relationship has been with Aquarius. And Leo and Aquarius, those are sister signs. But they're very different. I heard somebody talking once before, like, to distinguish the difference between Aquarius and Leo energy. That was like, if you think of a circle, like think of a circle full of dots, and then when you take one dot and put it in the center of the circle, that's Leo energies, because it's gaining attention and attraction in the center. But then in like the Aquarius realm, if you take the dot and move it outside of the circle, you're still getting attention. So like Leos get attention for being the center of attention. Aquarius get attention from being like the rebel or being like contrast to everything. I don't know why I'm saying that. That might resonate with some people, but you have to say usually whatever is strong in your mind. And I actually want to do like an astrology channel one day, because I do study astrology a lot. Hey, maybe that might be for me. Go after your goal. Because I do love astrology. We got to enjoy your new beginnings again. So embrace your inner gypsy. I'm getting, like, for some of y'all, you don't even have to step into a new attitude. You have to remember. Did I say that at the beginning? Remember who you are? Because it's like who you already are and what's already on the inside of you will be the thing to get you to the next level. You don't need anything new. You don't need anything additional. You don't have to act like anybody else. It's like you, the way that you are, is worthy of being on a platform. You just have to put yourself out there. And don't worry about if people will like you or not. A lot of people don't like when people are doing things that they can't, if that makes sense. Let's say you're a good singer or whatever. Of course, there are going to be people that are judge you saying, oh, you can't sing, la, la, la. But that's because they can't sing. And they don't want you getting the gratification that they wish that they could. And it's so many people out there who dreams and stuff just go under the radar and just vanish because they don't even go after the things because they're so discouraged by what other people think, not knowing that the people that are thinking those bad things about you actually do look up to you, actually do think really well of you. They just don't want you to see that. People don't want you to wake up and see who you really are. That's why they're gossiping. That's why they're in your business. You're gonna have to ignore that. You have to ignore that. This is gonna be the last card. Then we got Earth Magic. So some of y'all, you need to get into like herbs, spices and stuff. Cinnamon. When I tell you cinnamon got some magic in it, whenever I sprinkle cinnamon on any of my workings, it's, oh my God, it amplifies it crazy. I even put cinnamon like in my water. And then we got to get into nature. So some of y'all, you will probably strengthen your skills and your talents and stuff when you get into nature. Go sing in nature, move your body. Everything's talking about nature now. Go outside and talk to the wind, talk to God, hug trees, talk to the dirt. I do all that. It's not crazy. Trust me, it's not crazy. It's magical. So I hope that resonated for you guys. It was all over the place like pile number one, but y'all gonna have to tell me if that resonated or not. And I didn't forget, I slipped up and said 2023. Y'all gonna have to comment and let me know why I said that. You know. But if that resonates, just like, share, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hello, so this is for those of you who chose the check marks. And honestly, I wasn't getting anything. I wasn't getting no messages. I don't know if it's because I got cold. And what's funny about that is because when I started the video, I was extremely hot. I'm talking about like my armpits was drenched. And then when I just finished pile number two, it gets very chilly all of a sudden. I don't know what that's about or how that ties in with you guys. But I mean, the weather in California has been crazy lately. As if you know anybody that live in California, ask them about the past week. It's been ridiculous. Like the fog, can't nobody see. We had like a tornado. Well, it wasn't a tornado, but the wind was extremely crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on with California weather, but we'll get through it. Dang, I'm not getting no messages for this file. It's like I feel blocked. Try this. No, I won't. I mean, I guess like you have to like start checking off things on your box before you move to the next level. Like if some of y'all feel stuck at a certain point or feel like maybe you're blocked from certain blessings, you have to like, what is it that you didn't do? What is it that you forgot to check off? Because everybody on different journeys. So like the level of strictness may be different from you when it comes to your spirituality. Because I'm getting like a vision of somebody listening to like trap music or rap music. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying like, but maybe that was something that you realize that you need to get rid of because of the messaging in it or the frequencies. That's just an example. I'm not, well, some of y'all, maybe it is like the music that you listen to, the TV that you watch, or maybe even just the environment. Sometimes God will block you from certain blessings if you're in the wrong environment and if you're not like in the right alignment, I guess. Well, not really alignment, because even when you off alignment, God find a way to poetically put that in your journey. But like if you're in the wrong environment, I have experienced situations and know of people who had situations where soon as they left an environment, all their blessings came pouring in. Habits as well. Maybe it's that one habit that you like, you know, you're supposed to stop. And you are cutting back. Some of y'all just start cutting back. It's something that's like right before that next step. That's crazy. I'm usually always able to get messages. Because even if it don't resonate with everybody, whatever I say is going to, like, if I'm getting it, it's going to resonate with somebody, but I'm like, it's blocked. But we'll figure out why. Yeah. Maybe it's something in your life that you need to get rid of. Maybe even cleaning your house. That closet that you said you was gonna finally clean out, as soon as you clean it out, I can almost promise you're gonna get a blessing or something that you was trying to improve on. That's something one of my ancestors used to always say to me: cleanliness is next to godliness. And she would always, when there was a point in time where we had to live together, she was always cleaning. Like, look, is this not a weird environment? A duck drinking like a hot fudge sundae or a milkshake or whatever. So it's not normal. So it's like some of y'all, you got to get out of environments that's it's not even your habitat. Almost like somebody who got a freaking bachelor's degree still washing dishes at McDonald's, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's like that's not your environment. You can literally get a better job. Wow, then the candle just went out. Some of y'all, you don't want to get burnt out and you don't want to find yourself in a bad situation just for the comfort of others, I guess, or just because maybe you feel like you don't have any other options. And there's nothing to it but to do it. This card says holier than thou. So some of y'all, you might not want to, but I feel like it's gonna benefit you greatly to like be really strict on your spirit. Some of y'all, even a detox, if you could detox for like 3 days or maybe a week, where it's like you don't do any bad habits, you don't go into bad environments, you don't think negative, you will see the difference it is by doing the small things, those small things. Like, girl, you might have to start living like those Mormons or those Catholics. But everybody's different. I don't know if some of y'all want to try like mushrooms soon or like ayahuasca or I don't know about DMT. I heard those pretty bad. But you know, like those psycho drugs or whatever. If it's guided or whatever, I mean, it could possibly be something. Now, I'm not encouraging to do drugs, but it could possibly open up something. I've done shrooms before and I've gotten plenty messages. And then look what's on the bottom of the deck. I've done shrooms before, but don't do drugs. But I've got messages from shrooms. This is a side note. Some of y'all, you probably gonna be moving soon, but I'm getting don't ask like certain people. Don't ask like certain people where they got their house from or where they pay rent or whatever. I feel like God or your ancestors, they have something special for you. Like your faith really has to increase. We even got somebody packing a box right here. Yeah, you're gonna be relocating. And then I don't know if I showed this card, we got the passport. It's those small things. Even with the wine. I think this is about habits, and I've mentioned that in other piles as well, where it's like a lot of times to be our small habits that's stopping us from getting to the next level. Because even I found myself in spots where it's like I'm doing everything spiritually. Like I'm detoxing, I'm eating right, I'm doing the right things, but it was still certain small things that I felt that was okay that I was still doing, and it was hindering my blessings. And until I stopped it, that's when everything came in. You never know what your spirit guides or what God or whatever have planned for you or what they see for you down the line. And even with this candle going out, like some of y'all, you're going to experience times where it's like you don't hear anything, you don't see anything, you feel blocked. But as soon as you let go of those small things, did I do the tarot already? I just heard money, 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 money. Y'all gonna be receiving a lot of money in 2026. Something's gonna be very lucrative. I'm also getting dream big. I remember me and my mama, we have this argument all the time because, of course, she's like Christian or whatever, but she's always like talking about just daily bread, daily bread. And I'm like, I don't want just daily bread. I want more. And since I've been speaking it and since I've been requiring more, I've been getting more. Like 2025 has been such a great year for me, especially financially. Like this, I feel like this is the most financially abundant I've been in my whole life. And the only thing that's changed is not because I got a brand new job or a loan or whatever. The only thing that has changed is because I've started speaking positivity and doing manifestation. In January, I told myself I would never struggle again. 2024 was the last year that I struggled. And and it happened. Like I said, the only thing that changed was that all of 2025, my credit in the 700s. I got thousands of dollars saved up. Like it's crazy. Nothing has changed but my attitude and my mindset. And the small thing. Because I told myself in 2026, I'm not letting anything hold me back. I've been working out, and 2025 was pretty good. I feel like 2026 for y'all is going to be like my 2025. Like everything's going to be falling in line because you're going to realize exactly what it is that was holding you back, or exactly what it was that kept blocking your intuition or whatever. I picked this deck back up to take out the trash, clean that closet, clean that drawer. I hope this is resonating. I feel like messages are finally starting to come through. There's one more deck I know. I didn't do yet. And don't second guess yourself as well. I feel like a lot of y'all are more spiritually connected and more like aligned with God and the universe because of, I don't know, whatever, but it's like don't always go to other people for advice. Or was this the part that I was talking about? If you're moving, don't ask nobody. I don't know what it is. Don't go to other people for advice on whatever it is. Because I believe at the beginning of this reading, I said something like, you guys have already done most things. It's just those small little things. So for some of you, like, as soon as you do this, some of y'all, your intuition is going to be so strong to where you're being very prophetic. You can see people's futures, see people like, yeah, you have a direct connection. And don't be going around asking people for stuff, because they'll give you a direction that's going to lead you literally in the opposite direction of where you're trying to go. I'm looking at this thing right here, and I keep saying I, like you, I am. Got confidence. And stand up for yourself. It's a cuss word. Let me cover that. You have the key. I'm telling you, go within. You have the answer. And all you got to do is just be confident. Be confident in yourself. She's traveling somewhere. She on the bus. Y'all gonna be relocating. And it don't necessarily have to be like a new address or whatever, but you're gonna be moving somewhere. Moving on from either a job or, I don't know. Or there's gonna be like a change. Like maybe I'm getting like school. You finally going through school, or you know somebody who's gonna be going to school. We got nostalgia focus on here and now. Oh, there's a car behind it. And we have lavender. It says surround yourself with love. Like I said, those environments. You're gonna attract your soul tribe, because I'm seeing a lady right here with this witch hat. Some of y'all could probably be a little witchy yourself. And then we got a cat down here, and animals, they have, I believe animals have souls. People say they don't. I believe animals have souls. So it could be, well, no, watch out for stray animals. Every time I see an animal in the reading, I have to repeat that. Because I don't even know, like with me, randomly, I've just been attracting cats. Like straight. And I've never like even liked cats. I've always been afraid of cats. I would never go near them. But just lately, just been nothing but cats. I even have a picture in my phone. It's a white and gray cat that loves to sleep on my porch. And I don't even bother it because I feel like that's that's the highlight of his day, and it be there for a long time. And it has a collar and everything, so I know it has a home. But it's weird. And then there's like another black cat that I always see and come towards me when I go to the store. Also, you got to stop hanging around people who don't understand like certain things in life, or who can't survive in a conversation with you. Cause look, it's like she talking, but I feel like she ain't saying nothing. Cause she, the things that she know and the things that she can converse about. Look, got mermaids and stars and planets and stuff. You need to speak to somebody who's like more on your level, or like attract friends who are more on your level. But like I said, you're gonna do that. with this card coming out. So yeah, I hope that resonated for you guys. Forgive me for like the messages having like a slow burn to it. It's almost like we had to we was kind of like pulling teeth. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you guys. Let me see. Oh, we're right at an hour. So yeah, I hope that resonated for you guys. If it did, just like, share, and comment. I'll try to come out with more videos. And what is it with the tarot community? Like most of my favorite tarot readers don't do tarot anymore. It's been like years since they posted. Like no one's doing tarot no more. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just like, share, and comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.